guys? Wow. This is so cool. This is my first time in Australia. It's my first time in the Southern Hemisphere. Yeah, thank you. Oh, well done, Southern Hemisphere. It's been a crazy year for me. Like, I traveled a lot. I did a lot of stand-up comedy. My brother got married. And on Thanksgiving, I came out to my family, which is a big thing. No, I'm not gay. I just thought it would be hilarious. I have an uncle who doesn't like gay people, and because of that, I have come out of the closet on Thanksgiving every Thanksgiving for the last 6 years. And they say that coming out is the hardest thing that a young person can do, and it is. But it gets easier every single year. Here's how I do it. I stand up with a glass of water and a knife, like I'm giving a toast at a wedding, and I go, "Excuse everyone, I have an announcement to make." And then my uncle will go, "Oh, for fuck's sake, again?" And then I release the doves, and I do my musical number, and I throw the glitter, and I sit down. It's part of the meal now. Do you know what I mean? It's part of Thanksgiving. People expect it. It's part of the ritual of Thanksgiving. Like, the turkey comes out, the potatoes come out, I come out. This year was great, though, because my grandfather came to Thanksgiving for the first time in a decade, and no one has told him about my little joke because he's 88, and he doesn't do surprises. The first time he was surprised, he was asleep on a boat in Pearl Harbor, and since then, we leave him alone. And I thought about not doing it, but no, tradition. Right? 6 years in a row, that's a tradition. Turkey, potatoes, me, everyone expects it. We're all sat around the table. It's me, my family, my grandfather, and my best friend, Michael. Michael had nowhere to go this year for Thanksgiving, so I invited him. He has no idea what's gonna happen. And I stood up with my glass of water and my knife and went, "Excuse everyone, I have an announcement. Michael and I have an announcement to make." And my grandfather crosses his arms and he looks around the table and he went, "I've known since you were 9 years old." Guys, this has been so cool. Thank you so much for having me. I'm out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Edelman.
I was home for Thanksgiving. It was so weird. This Thanksgiving was weird because this Thanksgiving I came out to my family. I'm not gay. I just thought it would be hilarious. I have an uncle who doesn't like gay people. And because of that, I've actually come out of the closet on Thanksgiving every Thanksgiving for the last 4 years. And they say that coming out is like the hardest thing that a young person can do, and it totally is, but it gets easier every single year. Here's how I do it. I stand up with a glass of water and a knife, like I'm giving a toast at a wedding, and I go, "Excuse everyone, I have an announcement to make." And then my uncle will go, "Ah, for fuck's sake, again?" And then I release the doves, and I do my musical number, and I throw the glitter. It's part of the meal now. Do you know what I mean? It's part of Thanksgiving. It's part of the ritual of Thanksgiving. Like, everyone expects it. Like, the turkey comes out, the potatoes come out, I come out. And I thought about not doing it this year because my grandfather came to Thanksgiving for the first time in a decade, and he's 88, and no one has told him about my little joke because he doesn't do surprises. Like, the first time he was surprised, he was asleep on this boat in Pearl Harbor. And so, like, since then, he doesn't like surprises or sushi, and we leave him the fuck alone. And I thought about not doing it, but my cousins were like, "Are you gonna do it this year?" And after a while, I was like, "You bet your ass I'm gonna do it this year." And they were like, "Backup dancers?" And I was like, "Not this year. Just me." And we're all sat around the table. It's me, my family, my grandfather, and my best friend Michael. Michael is my college roommate. He had nowhere to go this year for Thanksgiving, so I invited him. And as I stand up with a glass of water and the knife, I realize he has no idea what's gonna happen. And I go, excuse everyone. Michael and I have an announcement to make. And my grandfather crosses his arms, and he looks at me, and then he whispers something to my mom, and my mom starts laughing like a maniac. And I'm like, what did Zadie just say? She went, your grandfather just told me he's known since you were 9 years old. I just spent a lot of time in England, and I like it there. I like being American in the UK, as long as I never have to see other Americans. Like the first time I was there, I was waiting on this train platform in this part of London called Kingston, and these two girls stumbled onto the platform. And do you know how some people dress with no regard for weather? It's like January in London, they dress for like July in Mexico. It's like when they were getting ready that night. Someone was like, ladies, we're going to Kingston. And they were like, Jamaica? And they're coming down this platform, and they are so drunk, and they are so loud, and they are so clearly from New York City. And this British guy next to me, I don't know this guy. I've never met this guy. He looks at them, and then he looks at me, and he just goes, ugh. Americans. And I didn't know what to say to that, so I just went with, And they're coming down this platform, and I'm praying, like, please don't notice me. And they're hunched over from the cold, and they're saying things like, it's freezing outside. And they stop right in front of me, and for a second, I was like, fuck, they can smell it. And then I realized I'm wearing a New York University hoodie, and I'm like, oh. Because it's very Jurassic Park, because they're like, huh? I'm like, clever girls. And one of them, very subtly, just goes, you're from New York City! We're from New York City! Where in New York are you from? And the British guy just goes, are you? And instead of handling it like an adult, I panicked, because everyone's staring at me. I'm not proud of this. I panicked, and I just went, I pretended to be deaf to get out of a conversation. And everyone backed off except for one of the girls who mistook, I'm sorry, I'm deaf, for, hey, I can't hear you. Yell at me. And she starts screaming, where are you from in New York? Where are you from? And then she figures out what's going on because her friend keeps tapping her. And she goes, oh, no way. You're deaf? And I nod, and she goes, I'm really sorry you're deaf! And I was offended as a fake deaf person. And they walk away, and that British guy is just so angry. You can see he's got like a vein right here, and he looks at them, and then he looks at me. Because in his mind, what's just happened is one jerk American has been a jerk to a nice deaf British boy. And he just goes, and I really wanted to say something, but I held my tongue. And then after a minute, he looks at me, and he just goes, I can't believe you got away with that. And I said to him, how did you know? And he went, mate, you have your headphones in. It's been a weird few weeks, though. I was involved in a breakup last month. No, it wasn't my breakup. No. I was at a Starbucks, and there was a couple sitting behind me, and I got involved in the breakup. It was a guy and a girl. I was sitting there, I was reading a book called Purity by Jonathan Franzen, which is a really good book, but it's not more interesting than hearing someone go, give me one good reason we shouldn't go out anymore, Michelle. And I was like, this can close. And the whole Starbucks was like, is this a public breakup? Like, we've heard the legends, but is this happening in front of us? And my first thought was like, who breaks up in person? Right? You stop texting, you unfriend, they go away. It's how it works. She was clearly the one doing the breaking up because he said, give me one good reason we shouldn't go out anymore. And by the way, she misheard him. Because he said, give me one good reason, and she heard, give me 35 reasons in a row, in public, as loudly as possible. And all of these reasons were variations on, you're not smart enough for me. She could have just said that. She didn't. She took a scenic route. She's like, give me one good reason we shouldn't go out anymore, Michelle. She's like, you're not smart enough for you, not educated for you, not mature enough for you, not emotionally mature enough for you, not sophisticated enough for you, taste music bad, taste clothing is like look at you. I can't remember like the last time I picked up Booker magazine or a court. You're not intellectually curious. Your vocabulary isn't as extensive as I would like. And you're not very erudite. And you could see the whole Starbucks be like, he said one reason. And you could see the poor guy like wanting to argue with her, but also thinking like, what does erudite mean? And this is where I stepped in. She said, hey, Kev, which by the way, that is enough of a reason for me. Hey, Kev, we should just be friends. That is the worst possible start to a friendship. Hey, I never want to have sex with you ever again. Here's a laundry list of reasons you're one of the dumbest people I've ever met. Also, we should hang out sometime. And I turned around in a crowded Starbucks. I couldn't help myself, and I went, he has enough friends. And the whole Starbucks stopped live tweeting the breakup, and they're like, what the fuck is happening now? And this guy sold me out immediately. He went, he's not with me. And I was so caught up in the moment that I was like, Kev, I'm with you all the way.